Welcome back, everybody, to the Clashing Conferences podcast. If you are a regular listener, watcher, however you get your content, and you like what you see, and you want to be a part of something like this, feel free to reach out. There's links in the description. You can Instagram, however you got to do it. Reach out. Our producer will likely be in touch. And otherwise, smash that like button, share, tell your friends, your parents, anyone who will watch us. We like the exposure. So, and then before we get too much into the chatter, because I know there's a lot coming, I just wanted to say the current standings right now are, and this is mid kind of round one. So this is just until round one finishes. But we have Topher with 7. Matt and Tony are tied for second at 6, and Mike still has his 2 points. So Chris would argue otherwise.
Sorry.
Just got to win 3 in a row, and
It's
I'm
all
like,
right because you have 7.
Got 2 points. Knight might have 2 wins. Good to go.
He got to win something. I mean, he's been just god awful. Like everything he's been predicting and saying, he has to have something. Even though he got his points for sucking, but he can have them.
Thank you, Christopher.
Got it, buddy. You can pick a new girlfriend tonight too, if you want.
Hey. I'm not gonna need one.
All right.
My current one didn't leave me yet.
I like it.
My current one didn't leave me yet.
Yes. Got a couple more hours.
3 in a row, baby. That's all you need.
3 in a row. Speaking of 3 in a row, Tony, tell us about 3 in a row. What are your thoughts on 3 in a row?
Don't like that segue, but literally all I said last week is I said don't go 0-3, and we went 0-3 this week. It was a pretty rough week.
You didn't know what the circumstances were going to be at that time, but
he didn't.
It's hard to get pumped for your team. I don't even think we had the lead like one time in the entire 3 games. Always playing from behind. It's pretty rough first round. Pretty rough week. Pretty rough status for the Milwaukee Bucks. And all we gotta do is win 3 in a row, though. We're not dead yet. We're tonight. Listen, we gotta.
You lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, you lost 3 in a row. Why can't you turn around?
Yeah, we lost 3 in a row. Why can't we win? Hey,
what's going on with Dame? Is Dame playing?
Man.
No,
he's not playing again.
No. I mean,
what's his status? I don't even know what's going on with him.
I mean, I haven't even seen footage of him playing on a court, so I doubt he's anywhere close to that. And then Dame is, I mean, I don't think he's coming back. I think his is worse than I think these injuries are worse than they are, but they don't want to admit it, and they're just trying to get.
Are you talking about Giannis now? You don't think he's coming back either?
I mean, I don't think either of them are. I think those were pretty serious injuries. I think I think when that happened, I think Dame was playing on all adrenaline, and they shot him up whenever he went in the locker room with whatever technology they have, and then that thing swelled up. They said after the game,
got what they could out of him, and that's it. Crazy. Made it worse.
Yep.
Yeah. So
did you watch that game, Tony, or were you working?
So I'm working, but I can listen to the games. I got on the radio. I listen to the local radio, So, it's tough sometimes. That the game against Indiana, I think it was what was the game that was close? Game 3, where Game 3 went into double overtime. That was a good game, though. That was as good a game as you can ask for. That was the life I've seen. And I will say this: out of all the crap I give Chris Middleton, crap all through the years. That was one of the best performances I've ever seen from him as a Buck. So that was pretty cool to see. But I mean, tonight's gonna be pretty not fun for me. We're gonna probably be put out to the pasture, take us to the farm, and then. I don't think the offseason is going to be good because, I don't know, I think the offseason everybody's going to be trying to trend younger. We're the oldest team in the NBA, so that's, not good. But
weak.
It's a shame, buddy. I mean, it's hard. It's hard when you have massive injuries like that. It's sucks. I wish we had Randall. I think we'd be better, but.
No team could lose their best 2 players and still compete in the playoffs. There's not one team that could do it.
Nobody.
And it's crazy, too, because, listen, you're going to see next series. Indiana's a crazy team. They take advantage of every missed shot. they run. The next series against the Knicks is going to be crazy because that's going to be like a max effort series. Those are two teams who like they play effort for 48 minutes. The Pacers
They do.
So
You have us winning it. We're wrapping this up tonight, Tony.
I'm gonna say my prediction for after the Bucks lose. Like I'm gonna.
Right. Well, you just said the Knicks Pacers are going to be.
Dang. All right. Well, if you're gonna call me out like that, then I'm gonna say
you just said it. I want to know.
You're gonna call me out.
Is it over?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Pacers. Yeah. Listen, Topher, I don't want you in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like that would upset me very much.
It'll upset you. I told you we were going. I've been saying it since. When we
that's why I don't
February.
want you to. I've listened to it.
I've been right all along. I've been right about everything.
Topher, this is what upsets me the most about this whole situation. Is literally like you can track records since when we started this podcast. The Bucks are literally like 14-20 since we started this podcast, and your team's like 26-3. Like
I think they were. We were worse than that. We had a little bad rut because when we started this, I think after the All-Star break, and you guys just might not have watched basketball in January, but the Knicks were probably the best team in the league in January. They went like 50. They were like 15-2. Yeah. They beat Denver. They beat Denver by 38, and we were like unstoppable. It was right after all the trades, and then OG got hurt. And remember, that's when I started saying like we're going to be deep in the playoffs, and we're seeing it right now. Brunson didn't have the greatest games.
Well, you are right. In January, I was not watching football, but I did know all that stuff because you have told us about 37 times.
That's right. I got to educate. That's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to let you guys know what's going on in the league. That's why we do this.
In the league or in Jalen Brunson's?
Well, in Knicks world. I represent the Knicks. But I can tell you some things that's going on. I told you the Sixers weren't going anywhere.
Hold on. Let's finish up the Bucks before you go on your
I don't think that was really a Sixers take as much as it was a Knicks take.
Tony, I want to ask you.
Well, I told you I wanted them. And I did. If you go back and watch the tape, I told you I wanted them. I thought it was our best matchup.
Tony, did your team sit your starters on the last game of the year? Because I'm really wondering if they dogged it at the end of the year, if they're regretting that decision because the Knicks got the 2 and they could have been playing Indiana in the first round.
No, they were trying. They were trying to win.
I think they were trying. Matt, I don't know how many times this year I can say that I watched the starters lose to crappy teams' bench players all year. Like those are the games.
That Memphis game, like, yeah, that's right before the All-Star break.
2 times, Matt. 2 times they lost to their no starters. The Wizards, all the games down the stretch that we lost against teams that were against us. We lost against Portland in Dame's like return game like this year. Like it was crazy. We lost so many games against crappy teams. That's why it's like it doesn't. If we were playing the Sixers would be beating us. Like
was this all under Doc? Did you?
Wait a minute, you just said if you were playing the Sixers in the first round, the Sixers would be beat.
No, I think they'd be beat.
He said the Sixers would be beat. Again, Tony, I don't think there's anybody in the playoffs you'd compete with without.
That's why I was confused. Yeah, you're missing 2 of your best players. There's nothing.
It doesn't matter who you were playing.
That's why it's hard. Like it sucks. Like I feel like crap, but it's like, dude, there was never a point like. I was gassed up after the first game. They did get me gassed up, so I will admit that. Obviously, I was gassed up. But besides that, for the past
you almost got grounded.
months, it's been fake trying to prop myself up, But yeah, I don't know.
That's what it's all about, man. That's everybody gives me shit, say I'm delusional. I'm not. I'm passionate. I don't go into a season wanting to lose. I go in, I try to find the positives, and I build off of it. I'm glass half full. That's what I do. I mean,
Topher, you got to like a team. That's what makes me.
I rooted for the Giants, and I did a podcast with the Giants. I had a bad year.
I was just going to say, I had to sit through the Giants one where your team sucked all year, and you were still glass half full. So it doesn't really matter if your team's in the playoffs or the bottom of the barrel. Chris is gung ho for whatever he's rooting for. I'll give you that.
I appreciated the intro you gave me on that one because you did, and that's what I do. And it's.
I don't know anybody. There's very few people, maybe nobody, I don't know as passionate as you about your teams.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
That's why I'm like,
I don't know about that.
I just met you, Tony. At the time when I said all that about Chris, I didn't even know you. That was a year ago. So
yeah, you're not even out of the series yet, and you're talking about the Brewers. I don't want to hear about baseball yet. That's what Stanley's doing over there on the Eagles side. I'm thinking about baseball already. He's just mad that we overtook their stadium.
He ain't giving up yet. That was crazy that you guys had so many fans in that lower part of the bowl, though.
That's right. That's right. Bing bong, baby.
Should we get this out of the way, Topher? You gonna talk your smack?
I don't know. I'd rather be on the defense. I don't know how to be on the offense. I already said my piece. I think a little bit. Like I'm confident. I'm not worrying about the Sixers. I think we're gonna do it in 5. And I don't know. I'm more mad about Embiid and his character because everybody's down on my guy who, I mean, he does. He plays like an MVP, man. He's a beast and he's balling and he don't get no credit. And then Embiid's a piece of crap. He plays dirty. He can't even play 50 games. And then everybody cries and tells me he's hurt all the time. Dude, that's what he is. That's what he's going to be every year, any year in the playoffs because he can't play a full season. He's soft. And if that's what you think's an MVP is, then fine. I'll take the guy that plays 73 games and goes out and plays 48 minutes and puts his whole, gives you everything he got. That's the guy I want. So
hey, you want to hear a funny stat?
So, that better counted. That better counted. End of the first quarter. I think Josh Hart just hit a shot from half court. I think he didn't get it off. Sorry, fellas. Go ahead, Matt.
I forgot now.
Look what you did.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Tony, it was like DiVincenzo's half-court shot in Chicago. It's exactly what he didn't get it off.
Oh, I remember, Topher, funny stat. Tobias Harris in this series has 30-something combined points, and he makes $40 million a year. And your guy scored 47, and he makes 25 a year.
Oh, you're talking about McBride? You're talking about McBride?
No,
I think he's talking about Brunson.
I'm comparing, like, here's a guy that's making way more money, and your guy
why do they keep bringing him back? He's so bad.
He's done.
They not bring him back.
I thought you were going to say Butler could just come in and play one game in your series and probably get his whole production. Yeah, he's terrible. He sucks. He's terrible. But
if I was a Philly fan, that would be my go-to scapegoat of who I was angry at. Year after year, he does the same thing. Never shows up in the playoffs, and they play him in crunch time. They have to, and he just stands when he doesn't get the ball. He just stands in the corner and doesn't do nothing. And otherwise, he just tries to go somebody one-on-one, and he hucks a shot up. The Sixers go on too many stretches where they have droughts of 4 minutes.
I think Embiid, that whole game, we played them. We play great defense, and we out rebound you, and that's what we do. The only game we lost is the game that they did out rebound us. And Embiid should have been injected in that game anyway. I mean, that would have been the regular season, and they weren't been down 2-0. They would have ejected him. I mean, it would have been the series would have been over. I mean, he plays, dude. It's awful. I sent you guys a thing today of how dirty he's been playing because he knows they're not going to win the series. It's over. They're done. But I guess what frustrates me is they're crying about the refs. They're doing all this. He's probably shot more free throws than anybody else. He shot more free throws than us, our whole team the other day. And the only reason why they won that game is because, like I said, he didn't get ejected. But I don't know, 50 points. He had I think he had 2 shots in the fourth quarter. Last game, I think he's 3 for 18 in the fourth quarter. He's burning out. Mm-hmm. He's burning out. He can't play 4 quarters. Then they played him the whole second half the other day. That's why I ain't worried about him tonight. I don't think he got it.
Are you worried? Because I'm noticing some similarities between our teams and Tony's. Is that a lot of people are starting to get hurt? So you got McBride.
Everybody's hurt right now. It's the playoff. Everybody's hurt. Well, we lost.
No, I know, but I'm saying McBride with the ankle, and then who's your other guy?
McBride's okay. That's who's out. He's out for the year.
He's out for the year?
Yeah, the ankle is Mitchell Robinson, but I think
Mitchell Robinson, that's what it is.
Yeah, McBride's fine. Brunson got all kinds of injuries. He's like, his knee's bad, his leg's bad, his wrist is bad, but he's fine.
Porzingis, that was a bad one.
That's a bad one. That might be a deal breaker, man. I was thinking about that today. Is he going to come back?
I don't think so. All right, let's be honest. Number one,
Like done for the year?
That low, as far as 4:00, I still hadn't heard anything. I know he sent out the tweet last night and said something like, "I'll be good." But it kind of reminded me of Giannis's injury. Like it kind of looked like, and he was already hobbling up and down the court before that. So it didn't look good, and it doesn't. Obviously, Giannis isn't back, so it's not an injury to be played with. So it's worrisome, and it's Kristaps, which this is his MO. I'm surprised he made it this far, to be honest. But I guess the silver lining is, if I had to have a sixth man come off the bench and fill in that role, Al Horford, man, the guy was your starting center for all that time. He has that continuity. He can play anywhere. So
he's good. He's good, and you guys are already solid. So yeah. He can. I don't know. That's just gonna. We get to play you without Porzingis. That might change things.
Well, that would suck too, because you want the former Knick in the series. You know what I mean?
I do, but I also want to win, and I don't really have us going to the finals. I predicted the Eastern Conference Finals, but I don't know. I like my chances with you guys without Porzingis.
You got a lot of time. You win Game 5 and the Magic and Cavs. That series looks like it go 7. So like,
they're going to get a big rest, so he might be fine. That's where I was getting
or
at.
like maybe if he misses Game 1, you bring him back for Game 2. Like that's like how many 10, 11 days away maybe for you guys, Hopefully.
Yeah, but how long has Giannis been out?
Since the last game of the season.
More than 10 or 11 days. I know that.
Yeah, it was before the playoffs started. It was when we were in Chicago. It was the night of the Bulls-Knicks game. I think Mike texted us.
Oh, it definitely was the night of the Bulls-Knicks game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the guy in front of us, who was like this French
April 10th.
He showed me. He goes, "Oh, what's this? Janice is hurt." And then he showed me. He goes, How are you getting your reports from a Frenchman at a Chicago Bulls game about the Bucks?" What? What is happening?
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to yell and interrupt you guys.
Topher, you can't do that to me because I think you're reacting to the story of us together.
We're not that exciting, no.
You guys should be coming at me or something. I want to get fired up, and you're not.
How can we come at you?
Hold on. I want Mike's opinion on last week's episode since he wasn't there. I want his take.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw all the clips that Steven put up on IG. But I've had a really busy week with work and some other things, and I just never got down to sit down for an hour and watch it.
Well, Mike, then I'm gonna propose to you now my business proposal. I'll make the picks, you place the bets, and then we'll just be millionaires by the end of the playoffs.
I'm in. Right. I'm
Good.
gonna use you for basketball, and I'm gonna use our Nostradamus guy Randy for football this year, and the other crew. So I'm gonna be rich by December.
We're gonna be paid.
Let's go.
All right. I'll give you the recap then. But for the Celtics, I was saying that I don't like how they play at home because they play too cute, and then they got waxed on their home court. And then I said I wish the road team Celtics would play at home like that, and then they go on the road and play well.
Well, I'm glad I'm glad you're going to have the home court advantage then when we play, and then.
But no kidding, right? Like that is. I think they're like
steal at game 1.
They're like 6 and 7 at home in the playoffs in the last handful of years in the playoffs. Like it's literally been a detriment to us. I don't know why. I think it's because the crowd just like the moment it's like it's 10-9 and everybody in the crowd's like and they just give up.
They give up.
I don't know. It's something weird. It's like the air comes out of the tire. But it's, I don't know. I just wish that playing at home meant, oh no, we have to go to Boston. Like, think about it. In the 80s, you did not want to come here, right? And now I think teams are like, let's go. That's worrisome.
I think the Celtics just put on cruise control sometime where they just think, like, no matter what, they just play for 48 minutes, they're going to win the game. Like, that's what I feel like happened totally too. They're like, in game 2, like, they were just going to, at some point, like, outscore them, the Heat, but just never turned on the gas enough to do it,
But, granted, you saw it the other night, too, Tony, because Indiana hit 22 threes. So, when a team's just hitting, it's like kamikazes flying in at Pearl. You know what I mean? Like,
it's crazy.
You just can't stop when it's happening.
I don't think Miles Turner has missed a three-pointer in this series. It's insane, dude. That guy hits every three. And he's 7 feet tall. How does that happen? It's crazy.
Looking forward to seeing Obi Toppin. I haven't really paid much attention to him since we got rid of him, and I liked him. He was on the Knicks. I like Obi Toppin.
If it is Pacers Knicks next series, I am thoroughly excited because these have been two of the teams that have provided the most entertaining games so far, and we all know the rivalry between them. And when the hell is the last time they played each other? Like, was it in the 90s?
Probably. The last time that it mattered, at least.
Yeah.
Come on.
And like Tony was saying, I'm excited too because those are two teams that love offensive rebounds.
Yeah. Yo, not getting those. Can we talk about like at the end of that game 3? There was 2 possessions in a row where the Pacers got 5 offensive rebounds in a row.
Yep.
That sucks.
That was a lot of rebounds.
Yes. God.
Yeah.
Brunson don't get enough calls.
Oh, he doesn't?
What's the score?
Yeah,
28-25.
Tied.
Yeah, I got 28-28.
Yeah, I don't. I'm a little behind. Probably being in the basement. Don't ruin it for me.
Somebody's gonna J3 in your face.
Yeah, right here.
Well,
OG.
What's tied?
OG and Obi just hit a 3. Thanks, Mike.
Hey, real quick.
I'm not worried about Indiana either. Let's just get that on the records. I'm not worried about them. I told you
it's
guys
gonna be a good series. I'll say that.
Told you that. And that's why I thought Mike was gassing the Sixers up, because I do believe they're a better team than what they like. I mean, they're better than a 7 seed. I've always thought it, and it has nothing to do. Embiid wasn't there a lot this year. How many games did he miss? 38, 39 games?
Almost half, I think.
And some of that, I know he had some surgery. Didn't he have like that surgery on his knee and everything? But sometimes I think that's what these dudes do, right? They know he's going to die out in the playoffs. He burns out. They're going to do this every year. That's what he's going. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded him. Maxey is who they should be building around. I said that since the second they got Maxey. They should be building around him.
Yep.
I like him. I like him a lot.
Did they draft him or did they trade and get him?
They drafted him.
I like Maxey a lot. I don't think Maxey's the number one. I don't think you want Maxey to be the number one guy.
I thought he was a little wild. I thought he was a little wild, a little sloppy, like that dude for the Bulls. But I think he's getting better every year at that. I think he's smooth. I like him. He's smart. He can shoot. I think he's a hell of a player. He's only 3 years in the league?
I mean, I think both things can be true. I think he's a good rising player. I don't think he's.
I'd build around him before I build around a big dopey guy that can't even stay on the court. All he does is lay on the court all the time.
Man, 2 weeks ago, he was the only guy you would have traded Brunson for in the entire league.
No, I'm going to trash him, and I'm glad you brought that up.
And now we're like,
no, it's
he's
not
the
true.
biggest, dopiest, and bitch.
Yeah, it's true,
this
man.
And bitch that.
Yeah, M bitch. That's his new nickname. We should make T-shirts. M bitch, because that's all he is. Crying.
You are so flip-floppy.
Nah, it's because no, I'm actually not. I stay on my takes all the time. First of all, I wanted more than Embiid. He's not the first person I would take, and I texted you the next day. I would do it around the dude from San Antonio, Wembley or whatever.
Okay.
And there is people better than Brunson. There's plenty of people better than Brunson. That's not what I was getting at with Brunson. I wasn't saying he was the best player in the whole entire NBA. I'm always going to support my guys. I think he's very worthy of being in top 3 or 4 in the MVP votes. He earned it this year. He earned it. And it doesn't matter if he took 34, 35 shots. He made 53% of them the other day.
It does matter because if he was only shooting 10 times on a game on another team, he would not be an MVP candidate. Why would he only be shooting 10
times?
I'm just saying, if that were the case, it does matter how many times you shoot because
if you're making 53% of them, we're winning. Like that whole thing you were saying about guys can go out and shoot. If a guy can go out and shoot 30, 40 times every night, he can do it. There's not too many people that can go out and do it every night. And he's doing it every night. And he's shooting at a high.
He's not. He had one good game in the playoffs so far.
He's not doing it every night.
First of all, it wasn't one good game. Game 3.
What, 35% in the other 3 games?
The first 2 was rough. And he had something going on.
First 3, Topher. Game 4.
He just shot a lot. He didn't play great. He just shot a lot.
He actually played great. He had a lot of rebounds, a lot of assists, hardly any turnovers. You
know what Brunson is?
He was a floor
general the other day.
And the biggest stat of all, they won. And they're up 3-1. Biggest stat of all.
Brunson plays like an old man.
Huh? It's the truth.
Brunson plays like he's got that like old man, like I'm gonna juke you with some footwork and like
fundamentals,
plays
baby,
hard on
like the
getting
big
rebounds.
Matt,
I'm not. It's not a knock on him. I'm giving him a compliment, saying
who's
he plays
the big
hard.
fundamental?
Duncan?
Duncan. And there's another guy like that. There's another guy that played like that.
I think Jokic. I think he's a small. He plays smart and
Paul Pierce.
Not the fastest or most athletic guy in the world, but he's getting it done.
Paul Pierce.
Jokic is the fun. I'm just saying, aesthetically and objectively, like we all grew up in the same era. We grew up on Shaq, like big monster dude dunking on people.
Another block on Embiid. Let's go.
Jokic is just the goofiest looking guy.
Let's go. Run him off the court.
What's happened?
We're up 3.
Nothing. Just
we're gonna take them in 5. We're the worst 2 seed in NBA history. My guy's really not that good. There ain't no other stars on the team, but all we do is win, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Say all you want. Hate. We're coming.
I can't. We're coming. Being a New Yorker, I just want to. But
we're coming.
It's funny. Yeah. We need it. It's funny. I love it.
The league. It's good for the league.
It's good for a lot of things. I'll say that.
Block him again.
Mike, I need your quick commentary on the rest of the league since you're you're dating and working the field. What are your thoughts on the rest of the series?
Nuggets.
Just Nuggets?
Yep.
Oh, the easy way.
Nuggets.
Did you pick the Suns when it was Suns Wolves?
Did I not say the Nuggets for my champion?
What about that?
Nah, that's good. I mean, you have
Before we started this whole thing, I mean, I thought I said Nuggets even first episode.
I think you did. No, you did. You liked the Suns though early on. You did, but you said they had the.
No, I said they were not deep. I've always said the Suns are not deep enough to go anywhere.
That's what I said. You said you thought they had one of the best starting lineups, but after that, that's all they had.
Yep.
Who you picking in the Mavericks Clippers?
Clips.
I like the Mavs.
Clippers, baby. James Harden's gonna do it.
Kawhi, another one. Have you guys noticed though the amount of injuries with superstars in the playoffs this year? Like it's been insane.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's getting hurt, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I did hit that nail on the head, and I will pat myself on the back of that. That was one of the biggest benefits of our guys being out when they were out. Because all these dudes have been showing up last few nights, like McBride, like that. Embiid had 50 the other night, but Cam Payne had a great game, but he only had one game. These guys do it every night. Somebody does it every night. It's McBride. Now Bogdanovich, that's going to hurt us. He was giving us some fire off the bench. That's going to hurt. But all these guys, Precious Achiuwa and all them, coming in and stepping in for Robinson being out, they got to play. These guys shouldn't have been starting or playing. They were starting. They were getting valuable minutes, man. We're deep.
You're right.
We're deep.
Yep.
Sucks. I hate my bench. The Bucks are not deep. I hate my bench. I'm so sick of seeing Pat Connaughton on the Bucks. I'm so sick of seeing these guys year after year.
Man, I love seeing them on your team because it just shows that you guys are so screwed and desperate.
So screwed. So sick of seeing Jay Crawford. Or no, what's his name? Jay
Crowder.
Oh, sick. I like Pat Bev his energy, but whatever. He's whatever. Like, I hate her bench. It sucks too because I hate your bench. I hate Pritchard.
He's a good little player.
Oh, don't hate on Pritchard. He's good. Dirty. Oh, you mean because you want him?
I want him.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Actually, I hate Pritchard. I would want Hauser. Hauser, I would want. He's the guy, obviously.
Who, Drew?
Pritchard's the dirty player. Pritchard's
kept him. Paid him.
Yes.
Pritchard is like the professor. Like he's like a little and one. He gets saucy out there. He had 2 30-point games to end the season. Like if he can do just a fraction of that in a game in the playoffs, I'm happy. Also, can we talk about the dunks the Celtics had last night? Did you guys see these dunks?
I didn't.
Oh my God.
I didn't watch much of the game, man. I missed it because by the time I got to it, it wasn't
Hold on. Dude, if you did not see it, all right, Topher, first dunk, Derek White just cuts to the hoop. He dunked on 2 or 3 people, two-handed, gets fouled, bang. Next play, same thing, cuts again, two-hand jam, this time on Adebayo. Bang, smashes him on his face.
So you should be sending us clips.
Oh, it was dirty. And then
Mike can yell at you.
You got Caleb Martin. He goes and stands right in front of the line, and Tatum just takes off, complete extension. Bang! Down goes Martin. Like Jenga. Oh, so good. They were yamming all over him.
The Heat are a dead fish without Butler, man. They don't have a shot. They're a corpse of a
Barry,
team.
I don't care. I want to dig a hole, throw that team in,
Hey,
bury them, and spit on it when we're done.
Who, Miami?
Oh, yeah. Spit right on it. And
Yeah,
send
we all
it right
hate them for
Pat
last
Riley.
year, don't we?
Pat Riley.
Yeah, they beat all our teams last year. They beat every one of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was worried, and I was worried about playing them. Honest, that's why I would have rather played Philly. I feel like, but they lost Butler. That's the big difference. Like,
yeah, Butler is the whole team.
You realize too,
give me Miami without Butler.
But it's deeper than that because Pat Riley's their dark Sith Lord, and he's been doing it with the Lakers when we played him in the '80s, and he's been with Miami all these years.
Oh, yeah, like, it runs deep for you. Yeah,
he's a pain in the ass, and he's good at what he does, and so I throw him in the hole and spit on it. That's what I say.
Man, I love this, man. I hate the Sixers coach. He's such a bitch, and I hate him, and he cries, and they got so many calls in Philly, and like he's crying out. You know, that made me feel so good to see OG and Precious beat him the other night when he coached them in Toronto. I loved it.
I hope
it's eating him up. I hope it's eating him up.
I have met Nick Nurse. He is a nice guy.
Yeah, he sucks. And Embiid sucks.
I mean, I'm not a real Sixers fan, but I like Nick Nurse a lot.
Nick Nurse, nice guy.
Got out-coached.
Might be getting out-coached.
You can't play Embiid the whole second half.
Yeah, he ruined it.
That's such a mistake. You know he can't run up and down the court for 24 minutes. What the hell are you doing?
Mike, I don't think they got a choice.
He needed to win that game so bad.
But you called timeout.
So
they didn't, Tony, that last game, the Knicks Sixers, they went like 4 or 5 minutes without
5 minutes and 8 seconds without a basket.
And they didn't, and they never called timeout. Like they just kept screwing up over and over. Like that was a coaching thing.
And them being sloppy and trying to be aggressive and all that played right in our hands. It did. And like, yes, they beat us, but it was only because, I'm telling you, I know Embiid got his 50. I don't think they were worried about it. Because they had to, I mean, Robinson got hurt. They had to do what they had to do, right? And they figured it out. They figured it out last game. But,
I just wish they had lost game 2 because then
campaign.
They should have lost game 2.
No, bullshit. No, they shouldn't have.
Bullshit because it should be 2-2.
No, it shouldn't. They could have done anything to win that game. They could have got a rebound when we out-rebounded them by like 20. They could have did so many.
Puked on themselves.
And Embiid missed so many shots in the fourth quarter.
Right.
He's been absolutely horrible.
But you know what?
Quarter.
Despite them playing so bad, they should have beat you. They should have beat you. That game was stolen from them at the end.
It wasn't. It was taken.
It was
taken. It was taken away, just like when Reggie Miller took it from us and pushed off. And I told you guys that.
It's different when a player takes it from you. Different when a Reggie Miller takes it from you, as opposed to a guy wearing a black and white uniform.
That's true.
What are you talking about? Reggie Miller fouled in that. Watch that play. He pushed off. He even put his hands up. He knew it.
He still made the bucket.
So did we. They didn't blow the whistle. We didn't stop. We out-hustled them, and we won the game. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't change. They can cry about it all they want. It's over. Just like the series tonight. So,
okay, we'll see. You better not let them win tonight.
They're not
going to 7.
If they win tonight,
it's going to 7.
I have not been worried about them the entire time.
I know you. I agree. Yeah, no dispute. No,
I ain't worried about nobody. But
Chris, you didn't worry about who the Giants played when the Giants suck. It doesn't matter.
Why you don't worry about people.
Like you can't be like, I ain't worried about them because you never worried about them. You could have the 32nd worst team in the league playing the NBA champs, and you'd still be confident as hell. That's who you are.
I would find things to build on, but that's not true. And I didn't pick them every time. Don't think it's about the Giants. I'll be winning arguments.
I'm not making it about the Giants. I'm making it about.
I'll be winning. I can't wait for that season to start. I can't wait to get on the Daniel Jones argument too, because I was right about that. Let's go. Yeah.
No.
So what Mike say too? Hold on, I'm gonna bring it in. Hold on. Now you started it now, Mike. I didn't bring him up. What did Mike say 2 weeks ago? He said, the guys that know more about it than anything. Well, the guys that know more about football than us didn't even sniff a quarterback in the draft. Didn't even sniff a quarterback in the draft. Because they know they got a quarterback. They didn't have to draft a quarterback.
That draft was funny because everybody drafted people that looked like their former quarterbacks. The Bears drafted a guy that looked like their quarterback they just got rid of. Then the Commanders, they drafted RG3's twin. Then the Pats went and picked a pretty white boy. It was hilarious. I was loving that draft.
I love the draft. But yeah, let's not talk football. Let's not talk baseball.
We got to go to halftime.
I don't think we're doing a halftime.
Yeah,
No
we got to do Matt Libz.
We're going to roll right into it. Do you want to? Anybody else have anything they want to talk about?
Any more shots? Any more things you want me to like?
Yeah, I want to tell y'all that my real team, my wifey team, Charlotte, we won some kind of a really weird coin flip this week. I don't understand it. I don't think it's fair. But we're the number 3 team in the draft lottery. We broke a tie with somebody. The tie was really not explained in any way, shape, or form. It was just kind of stated that Charlotte won it, which is good with me. So
I think it's like conference record or something.
And for those that don't know how the lottery was reshaped recently in the past 2 or 3 years, the top 3 losing teams have an equal chance at the number 1 pick now.
Right.
So we got just as many ping pong balls as anybody because of some stupid unfair tiebreaker that went my way. I'm hyped,
you could possibly win. You could get the number 1 pick.
Yeah, we got as good a chance as anybody.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't understand it either, Mike. Good call. Because it's weird. Like all these new rules and stuff they did in the NBA and the interleague and the play-in and all that. The NBA is weird, man.
Sure, it's fine when the NBA gives him an extra point for sucking, and when I do it, it's a freaking problem.
Mike, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but there ain't the difference between the first pick and the 3rd pick this year ain't much of a difference.
I know.
Who are you taking?
You know what? It's just nice to have the most ping pong balls, but Tony, you know.
I guess. I mean, I've seen.
Yeah, it's not a great draft, right?
It is not a great draft. There's no superstar coming out of here.
Tony doesn't know what the ping pongs mean because his team traded all their picks until like 2042. So
yeah, he don't know anything.
Hey, listen, we got the number 1 pick. We got a guy by the name of Andrew Bogut. I don't know if you remember him. He was the number 1 pick by the Bucks one time.
Yeah, he won a championship for the Warriors.
Just draft Bronny. Just draft Bronny. Just draft Bronny, and then you'll get LeBron next year. There you go.
Yeah, I'll bring LeBron on the team. Let's go.
Bring LeBron to the Milwaukee. All right.
Yeah.
No, I thought.
Hey, here we go. Hey, can I kick off Matt Libz? Because I actually have a question for you, Tony.
Let's do it.
I can't wait till the theme song's made. It's going to be great. All right. Time for Matt Libz. Tony P. So you got your 3, Giannis, Middleton, and Lillard.
Yeah.
You got to keep one. Now, this is because, as you've said, your future is bleak. So you can keep one. You can trade one for another superstar, and you trade one for picks. What are you doing?
Keep one, trade one for a superstar, trade one for picks.
Yep.
So I'm going to keep Giannis. Obviously, I feel like I gotta keep Giannis. He's the cornerstone of the team. Then Middleton, I would trade for the pick, and Lillard, I think you're going to get more value with the play.
Okay. Who would you go after for Lillard?
With Lillard, I mean, I think honestly I think there's going to be a lot of shuffling of these older players in the NBA. So I think Embiid, I think of Curry, I think of, those types of players like the Lakers. I think of Anthony Davis. Ooh, I would love an Anthony Davis. There we go, right there. I just
Anthony Davis with Giannis.
That would be scary.
That'd be a scary 7-footer combo.
Davis. Let's go.
It'd be like the old back in the day Twin Towers, right?
Yeah.
And now you got a couple of picks, so if you trade Middleton. Okay.
Did you say yeah, Tony?
Listen,
do you even know who the Twin Towers are?
I will say this. I know it's Matt Libz and it's got to be quick. I really hope Middleton is a Buck for life. I want him to stay Buck for life. That's
who, Middleton?
Yeah.
If he stays like an Al Horford and comes back on a lower scale contract, that he'd be a perfect fit for you guys. He's a good player.
Hey, Mike, Brunson's 7 for 10 tonight.
Mike,
be his second good game in the playoffs.
Mike,
I think his whole season was good.
Mike, besides the Knicks, the most hateable New York franchise is.
This is an easy one.
This is easy. I'm a Mets fan. It's the Yankees.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Is there any other? Because there's so many New York teams.
Team.
I guess that's the thing. Like you obviously know who the ones that you got to hate the most, but there's so many. Like
yeah, you got pretty much two of everything.
Yeah,
you got the Nets up there in Brooklyn now. You got
Knicks,
baseball. You got
Mets,
two football.
Globetrotters.
You got two hockey teams. You got two of everything.
Yep. You got Buffalo. Yeah, you got a lot of teams.
We got 3 in the NFL.
Dave, if you could host a podcast of your own choice of topic, what would it be about?
You got.
It would be funny for sure. I'd want to just be able to like just rip on. I love like trauma and shit like that, and like kind of like sharing like shit you've been through. But keep it light and kind of make light of situations and learning from each other.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
that's different.
That's a good answer.
I got a ton of trauma if you want to talk through that podcast, Dave.
Yeah, Tony would be my first guest.
Buddy, let's go.
Yeah, he can talk about the Bucks season and then whatever happened in the Brewers game the other night.
Oh Lord, hold on, we're not there yet. Topher, who wins in a series, the '99 Knicks or the 2024 Knicks?
Probably the '99 Knicks.
Ooh,
yeah, I mean,
not expecting.
Well, I mean, they were just different. I mean, they were battling with the greatest of all time when they were going against Mike, and they probably would have won championships if it wasn't for Mike. I mean, I don't even have this team going to the finals this year unless Porzingis is out. So, yeah, I would say the 99. You said 99 Knicks?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I didn't go back far enough. That ain't going back far enough.
Well, that's when they went to the finals, right?
Yeah, they did go against. They went against.
Antonio.
But they also went against a couple years before that. They went against Houston
Rockets.
Yeah, I would still go that one. I'd still go.
99 was a way better team in their era, but these guys are so much more athletic today. I think 2024 would kick 99's ass.
That's the other problem too. Like, how are you doing it? You're taking them both in their prime and letting them play their way. Because could the 24 handle the abuse that they're going to get?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a little different.
Yeah, you're right. Good call.
Ask Tony P. So, real quick, we got Uncle Dean. He's one of the coolest uncles ever, and him and his friends, they all play basketball for years together. And so this was I don't know, about a decade ago, but it's like we're the young guns, the 20-somethings against the older heads, and so we have the speed and the agility, and they have the ability to just take your legs out when you go for a rebound, which is what they will do. They will take you out.
Wisconsin, baby.
Yeah, that was bad.
I remember I got kicked out,
chippy, baby,
really bad. Yeah, they were not playing, but
that's what it was like playing in the driveway with Scott Trego's dad. He would just take you out too.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to make a layup when you don't have a leg to jump off of. So yeah,
yeah. Asked Mitchell Robinson, and B tried to rip it off the other day.
Yep. Tony P.
Uh-oh.
Your mascot logo, the Bucks, sucks. Pick a new team logo or mascot.
Beer, like I don't know why they don't lean into the beer thing. Like everything else in Milwaukee is beer. Like it should literally just be Homer Simpson with the mug of beer and like midcourt.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Beer and cheese. It should be
and instead
like
of saying Duffs, it'll say Buff.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, you got to get rid of the deer. I don't even understand it. Is that supposed to be scary or what? I don't know what it is.
What's the Milwaukee Bucks? Are they going to be the Milwaukee Beers?
But I'm saying change.
Yes, the Milwaukee Beers. Yes, exactly. Same amount of letters. Starts with a B and ends with an S. Just switch it out.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
The Milwaukee Beers. Yeah.
Can it be the Bears?
No, because you got the Chicago Bears.
That would be a little touchy subject then. Because
they're too close.
Yeah, that would be.
We should probably get a patent.
No Bears in Wisconsin.
Dave.
Yep.
This might be a hard one. I apologize. You can, I guess, pass if you don't want it.
Okay.
If we were the A team or like Ocean's 11 on a heist, what's everybody's role?
Ooh, I think Mike would be the guy that kind of talks us into certain situations.
Okay.
Matt, you would probably be
George Clooney.
No, you're George Clooney. Matt would probably be the Brad Pitt character.
George Clooney.
Yeah.
Because you're older, the gray.
Oh, thanks.
He's got the blonde hair.
Matt's good at scheming too. I will give Matt that. He's just
and I bet Tony is the guy
I know
who
what I
blows
would
shit
be.
up.
Yes.
I would do
Definitely the guy
what?
that blows shit up.
You're blowing shit up.
Yeah.
Know what I think I would be? Know what I think I'd be perfect at?
Like
I
the
think
Bucks starting lineup.
Like you put me in the guy, you get all the security guys. I'm the guy who like makes a ruckus at the poker table.
Oh yeah,
all the
Tony.
security
that would
guys.
roll.
Yes.
So you're the
definitely
two
the
brothers.
version.
And I
in
witnessed some of that.
Ocean's 11.
So, yeah.
You're creating
All
the
wrapped up in
distraction.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
And Steve, our producer, would be like the tech guy. It's kind of behind the scenes, obviously.
Turning the
I don't
alarms
even
and
know what I would
cameras
be.
off and all that.
Well, I guess I'd be the one that blows stuff up if Tony's not going to.
Dave, you're the cold-blooded killer. Definitely.
Yes.
You're the one murdering somebody.
And what does George Clooney do again?
He's the leader.
Oh, we are almost
All
there.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe that's the dumb shit, huh?
Oh,
Come on. I'm always right. I'm always right.
Right. Two left. Mike, what is your spirit animal?
Oh, we're back to this?
We did this before.
I didn't have an answer before. I'm still
I like
Bear.
the flip of the cars, by the way. I like
still Bear?
Yeah.
All right.
Bears,
Do you have
baby.
your Mount Rushmore for not Jordan, Kobe, LeBron?
Yeah, I had that written down.
No, I did not do a Mount Rushmore, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Anthony Edwards is climbing up it.
He very well might. I've been saying that. Yeah.
Oh, but Mount Rushmore.
Wait a minute. What's the Mount Rushmore thing again?
You can't put Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron. What's your Mount Rushmore?
You can't put him on there yet.
Can't put him on.
But I'm saying
no. I'm not saying. I said he's climbing it.
Oh yeah, he's climbing. He's good.
He's on the side of Mount
that
Rushmore.
That boy is
climbing
special.
now.
He wants to
22.
win.
Yeah. See, he has that killer
He's
instinct.
22.
That,
Dude, you go Giannis a couple years.
But Chris, he doesn't just
playoffs. It don't matter. And careers are a long time in the NBA.
He doesn't just have a killer instinct. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
I watch him. He's great. He's good. He's a hell of a player. Absolutely.
But you're saying top 4 all time, Mike?
No, he's saying he's climbing the ladder. Like
I said, he's climbing ladder quickly.
Like if you were going to actually invest in this
people
person's
watch this
stock.
podcast 20-some years from now, they're going to be like, "Man, Mike nailed it."
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
I knew where he was going with it.
And last but not least, Topher, you've said numerous times
people better be watching the podcast 20 years from now. By the way, all right, go ahead.
The aliens are going to be watching this. They're going to be enjoying it.
I'll be dead.
They already are.
You've said this numerous times. So if the Eastern Conference Finals is your team's ceiling, what does your offseason look like?
You got to go bring somebody in. Like he was saying, I seen Stephen A. Smith saying, Booker, we need to bring somebody else in. Like, it's a shame we don't have Randall. I would love to see this team the way they looked in January.
He's a good trade piece, though. He's a great trade piece.
And I hate to do that to him. Like I go back and forth with him, and I was just mad. I was just bitter. Like the last couple of years, he didn't show up in the playoffs, and I ain't gonna lie, Mike. Like I love Brunson. I think Brunson. Even the first two games where he wasn't shooting well, he impacted the game. But I feel like Randall was just terrible in the playoffs, and I was bitter. But I would love to see a healthy Randall like he was, because he was probably his best year as a Knick, man. I mean, he's been he played well before he got hurt. So yeah, we need another piece. I mean, it's like, I don't want to get into football, but like the year we lost in the playoffs, we didn't have enough, and that's what's going on. I don't think we have enough yet. We're good. We're going in the right direction. I'd take Booker.
I think any team in the league would take Booker.
I would love to add him in. I would love to put him on that squad.
Who are you giving up for him, though?
Probably Randall. Probably. I mean, well, no, he's a free agent. Isn't he a free agent, or they got to trade? What's going on?
I think contract's up there.
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but I think Randall's up.
No, Randall's not up.
Oh no! All right.
No.
They just signed him to a big contract like 2 years ago. It was like a big one, but I mean,
no, Randall's. It's not. I don't know. I'm not. If this was the Giants, like I said, I would know it. I don't think it's like 4 or 5 years yet. But Randall's is getting. He's definitely under contract next year. I don't know what Booker is. I don't I didn't dig into that yet.
Oh, Booker. No, none of those Phoenix guys are free agents.
All right. So there you go. Trade piece. Stephen A. Smith.
And Phoenix ain't taking Julius Randle for Devin Booker. Get the hell out of here.
There would be more. There would be more. It ain't going to be Jalen Brunson.
Well, no. They wouldn't want Jalen Brunson for Devin Booker.
Oh, here we go.
They wouldn't.
Here we go.
They wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Would you do that
team
trade?
in the league would take Brunson over Booker. No team in the league other than the Knicks would take Brunson over Booker.
I wouldn't make the trade. I wouldn't trade it. Like, I wouldn't trade
Brunson. I think I'd take Brunson over Booker. I don't know. I don't think that's that crazy, Brunson.
Oh,
I wouldn't do the trade. I like the chemistry we got. I like what I got.
I don't know. I think I might take Brunson over Booker.
I would add him into my squad and have that 1-2 punch in a heartbeat. Yeah, in a heartbeat.
I like Booker. Booker's good, though, but I do. Brunson's one of the best players in the NBA right now. What
thank you, Paul. Thank you, Tony P. You see it. You see it. Everybody sees it but Mike right now.
I mean, I don't want to see it. I want them to lose. I want them to be bad like my team is right now. I don't want my team to lose. Game 5, nothing. We ain't dead yet.
Oh, he's standing up.
Oh, there he goes.
You got 1 hour to get pumped. Let's go. Finish this Knicks game so we can get the Bucks on.
I like that. I like that. But before we started the podcast, you were talking about taking him outside and shooting him.
I know, Topher, it's called being a sportsman and trying to root for your team, Topher.
I'm proud of you. That's what I want to hear, man. I do. Like Greg the other night talking about I'm watching the Phillies. Sixers are. It's not a Sixers town. They're obviously third. That would never happen. That would never happen at an Eagles game. He was all butthurt.
That was disgusting.
I loved it.
Philly should be ashamed of themselves.
They should be.
Yep. That was a low moment.
But you know why they should be ashamed of themselves? Because that's all season ticket holders selling their seats to Knicks fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exactly what happened.
That's absurd. So absurd. Out there year after year, do you blame them? If you keep throwing Tobias Harris out there year after year, you blame him? Like
keep throwing Embiid out there year after year.
You gotta throw him out there if he's under contract. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Get rid of him. Trade him.
Oof.
That's why I got so fired up when it started, and they started saying, "Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's always hurt." Like I said, you keep throwing Embiid out there, they keep trying to build around him. They're not going to win anything either. They're not.
Matt, how's voting going?
5th, right?
It's not looking great, but it's been a good ride. But I also looked up the rules because I was a little confused, and there was like 6 more weeks to go. So I thought it was a one-time thing, then it turned into a multi-week thing, then it turned into paying for votes. I don't know. But I'll say this: it was a fun ride, a lot of support. It was really cool getting to see that, and so again, it's one of those things where it would have been nice to win, but hey, I'll take all the.
Now you just gotta gamble.
Let me
Mike
vote.
Now, me and Mike are going to start our new business, and he's going to go back and watch last week and realize that I'm a warlock and. We're gonna do this.
That's probably the dumb shit.
That is the dumb shit.
No,
right
hold
there.
on. I got one more question before we get out of here. I need to make some money tonight.
Yeah.
Cavs or Magic?
Magic.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking my business partner.
Oh.
Teams I don't care
Use
about.
your wizardry.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna go Magic because Cleveland. I don't know what happened to them, but Orlando's got a little momentum and they got attitude. So,
all right. Well, you hurt me because I'm on the other side of that. So make this one right. Pacers or Bucks?
Oh God, Pacers.
Come on, the spread or money line?
We're good. We're riding on the Pacers.
I just got a text from Josh Umble. He said, "Tell Tony P his team is soft. No Giannis and no Lillard again. Another first round exit." Wow.
Well, tell Josh Umble. Let's talk some trades.
Talk some trades.
Talk some trades.
I was gonna say your team lost before mine, but that's just because they played yesterday. But
it counts, Tony. Use it.
It does. Yeah.
Listen, I'll take Anthony Davis. I'm getting excited about Anthony Davis right about placing
that would be a problem. That would be a problem.
We're gonna ride for the Bucks one more time tonight.
Hey, maybe Anthony Davis will be on the Knicks.
And we're gonna win! Let's go, baby!
Oh, right. Somebody's excited.
You get anything on you? Sound like you got something on you when you did that.
Okay.
That was a dumb shit.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that's a dumb shit. Let's remember to smash the like button.
What the heck was that? What does that mean? I got something
It
on
means
me?
the show's over, Tony. What, you don't remember? You don't know what dumb shit means? Oh, he gone.
He gone.
Yeah, Tony was tired of the dumb shit. But I'm out.
Yes, let's remember to smash.
And just like the Bucks, he's eliminated.
Smash like buttons. What up?
I said, just like the Bucks, he's eliminated. Oh,
he's gone. And we'll be back next week. We'll have the first round completed at that point. We'll have some standings, and we'll pick for the second round. Some of us won't be.
I need the Heat to get one more win. I need the Heat to get one more. Can they get one more?
I don't know.
I just need them to get one
they
more.
They better win. Not. I mean, we're losing at home again. No.
Yeah, that'd be great.
No.
That'd be good.
No.
And I can carry on to the Eastern Conference Finals, hopefully. Like, I'm just like, I don't even care about the second round.
No. That Orlando Cleveland, I don't know what to expect with either way. If that's, we have to play the winner of that. Hold on. Are we cut off or are we still talking about
sports? I mean, we said dumb shit a long time ago.
Dave's been trying to get out of here.
All right.
Boston in 5.
So, bye, everybody.